What's up, vinyl community? Cliff the Vinyl Cheapskate here. My triumphant return to YouTube right now. I'm just gonna do a quick vinyl finds. It's been a long time. I know I needed a break from doing stuff. Yeah, my work's crazy right now, and that's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had good holidays. I think it's been since about, the end of December since I did a video. So first one I'm doing, I'm just gonna jump right in. I got a huge pile of punk stuff that I've picked up. I actually have a lot of stuff to show you guys. Ton of punk, a whole crap load of black metal, and a bunch of rock records too. But I'm just gonna do it in 3 parts. My next 3 videos will probably be vinyl finds from the last 3 months. So this is all stuff that I've picked up here and there from the last 3 months. I'm gonna start off with what we're listening to. This was a haul that I picked up from Feel It Records. Feel It Records out of, I think they're out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Great record label. They do like this kind of stuff, like just straightforward, like punk, kind of like old school, like 70s sounding stuff. But they also do like some more pop type stuff, and they do more like rock and punk stuff. Feel It Records is a good record label. I'll probably put a link to their distro down below here. Or their Bandcamp, probably. Yeah, I'll probably just do their Bandcamp. That'll be the easiest way to go. But what we're listening to now was part of that. It's a band called Class. And I picked up 2 of their cassettes. And the LP that you can see in the background right there is also one I picked up. Excellent band. They just do such a good job with doing like that straight up 77 style punk, but also mixed with a little bit of, you can hear like a touch of Ramones in there. There's also like a little bit of like a kind of like a bouncy anarcho post-punk sound to some of their songs too. Really great band, catchy songs. I love this band. I just discovered them earlier this year, and I've been on the rabbit hole with them. 2 more records I picked up from Feel It Records. I picked up the newest Smirk LP. This is a great record. Smirk does a really like weird kind of like Devo mixed with like Gang of 4, but also a little bit more punky than that, more straightforward punk than that mixed into. This has a little bit more of like an indie flair to some of their songs. So like a late 90s, early 2000s indie feel to some of their songs. Like I think Living in Hell is the song I'm thinking at, and At the Pantomime is also great tune. Really good band. People have talked about this band on here before, and I've loved these guys for a while. Feel It was having a sale at the time where I picked this up for real cheap, so really good record though. Worth I think it's like 18 on there now, but really worth the price of admission for that one. Also picked up this Maneaters record, the second Maneaters record. Maneaters, band from, I believe they're from Chicago. Ex-Kulu, Tarantula, all those couple bands, but great stuff. This is a little more leaning towards like a little more straight up rockin', a little bit of 70s rock mixed in there, a little bit more of like a Stooges feel to some of their stuff. But this is a great band. They have a new one out too that I'm probably gonna pick up shortly. Their first record is one of my favorite newer punk records. I listen to that all the time. and I'm glad to finally put the second record into my collection. Picked up a bunch of 7 inches. Most of these were online grabs. A couple from the shops, but mostly online stuff. A lot of Japanese hardcore. Actually, there's one missing in here. I think it's in this pile here, but I've got piles everywhere. Yeah, there's the one. That's one I was missing. Was anything else in here that was... No. Okay. But, yeah, a bunch of Punk 7 inches. I'm just going to flash these real quick. I'm not going to go too far into it. Artimus Pyle. Early or late 90s, early 2000s. Just like crusty, kind of rock and rolly punk stuff. Really good. The production on this is not the best, but it's not a bad record. I like it a lot. Also picked up this Artimus Pyle and Crow split. Crow's Japanese band. Do like kind of like a doomy, not doomy, but a kind of doom and gloom, kind of apocalyptic, crusty, hardcore punk stuff. I love me some Crow, but yeah, got a nice little... Trying to keep the glare off of this ring thing. But yeah, great band. Mangrove Records, it says. But yeah, sick stuff. Absolut. Crusty, kind of stenchcore-y, crusty stuff. Really good. They did a split with Paranoid that I really want to get, but I saw this for pretty cheap online and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna grab that. Love this band. Absolute's a cool band. I missed them last year. I should have went and saw them. Funeral. This is a raw punk band from Portland, Oregon. Includes members of Tragedy. Again, the production on this one in particular is not the greatest, but I'm kind of on a mission to just collect as much of those Tragedy guys stuff as I can because all of it's good. Tragedy is one of my favorite bands. I think they're all great musicians and they write some of the best punk stuff, modern punk stuff, no matter what they do. Even their metal stuff is really good. Band Night Fell, really, really good stuff, and I think they just do no wrong. More Japanese hardcore, Heartwork. This is kind of a low-hanging fruit one. I've just put off buying for a long time. This is easy to get. Find it for like $10, but it's a good record. Or $10. What am I talking about? Like $3. But you find this for like $3 anywhere, and it's a good record. It's only got a couple songs on it. I think there's only 2 tracks, but well worth anyone's time. No, there's 4 tracks, but well worth anyone's time if you like Japanese hardcore and stuff. Actually, I'm going to put this on real quick. I'll put this on for you guys. Now you sampled Class back there. You can sample Heartwork next. All right. Back to records. These are kind of big deal ones, for me at least. Grabbed some Disclosed 7 inches. Attack the Enemy. They're split with Homo Militia. Band from, I think they're from Czech Republic. I think they're Czechoslovakia and Czech Republic. I think that's where they're from. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're Polish. I don't remember where they're from. They're an Eastern European band. Disclosed classic Japanese stuff. And Disclosed Cruelty split. Disclosed. I don't know Cruelty. I've never listened to them, but I'm excited to hear it. I haven't listened to this all the way through yet. But yeah, some labels. So I picked up a couple for the Disclosed collection. Can't go wrong with some Disclosed. Blank 77 Showcase Showdown split. I picked this up from Celebrated Summer. If I see Blank 77 or anything Showcase Showdown, I just pick it up. This is all covers, but it'll still be fun. Still be fun to listen to. R.I.P. to Sue. I know that she just passed away recently. I didn't know her personally, but I saw a bunch of people posting about it. So, sorry to anyone who knew her. If anybody knew her, sorry for your loss. And it's a shame. Apparently, she did a lot for the punk scene up in Massachusetts, and I know it's going to be a big loss for them up there. So, sorry to hear that. Reality Crisis. More Japanese hardcore. I think the rest of these are Japanese hardcore records. Yeah. Reality Crisis, kind of do really fast, a little thrashy, hardcore stuff. Really good stuff. Nemisis from Japan, do like kind of like this kind of stuff, like Burning Spirits sounding Japanese hardcore stuff, a little bit like Death Side or something like that, but not as good as Death Side, obviously, but still very good. Yeah, this is Nemisis. I think I don't do Koku is the name of the record, I guess, or is that how you say Nemesis in Japanese? I don't know. I don't speak Japanese, but this is a very cool record. It's got a big hole. This is Conclusion, another Japanese band, kind of crusty, good D-beat crusty stuff. This is a fun record. It was a cheapie. Yeah, it was $5 for a Japanese hardcore record. You can't go wrong. And this was kind of a blind buy. I saw they were from Japan, and I looked at the cover, and I thought to myself, like, yeah, that's probably going to be pretty good. But it is. It's a little metallic, hard. A little bit of metallicness in there, but not like metallic hardcore like you think, like American Italian metallic hardcore. It's like I said, like crusty kind of, like more a little bit like a touches of death metal in there here and there. It's good. Brain Eaters, more Burning Spirits type stuff. Brain Eaters is a great band. I think they only did a couple 7-inches and a 12-inch EP, but all very good stuff. I picked up their 12-inch EP, but it was like a tour version I picked up from Celebrated Summer a while back. But this is a good one. Been on my list for a while. More Discogs finds. But yeah, ever-growing Japanese hardcore collection. So, tons of Japanese hardcore there. Picked up another one. Now I'm gonna go on to 12 inches. Like I said, I'm kind of blowing through these. Yeah, I'm kind of blowing through these. I don't know if I showed this one or not, but I picked up the new Wolfbrigade. I love this new Wolfbrigade album. It's freaking great. A little bit more metallic than their stuff in the past. I know, it kind of like a stupid sticker on it. I bought it used online because I found it for pretty cheap. Not cheap, but pretty cheap. What's wild about this is it's Wolfbrigade's debut on Metal Blade, which is super interesting to me that they finally made it to basically a major in the heavy metal world. And recent newer Metal Blade stuff, it's really, really hit or miss. There's some good stuff on there like this, but most of it's pretty much a miss for me at least. But yeah, that Wolfbrigade, not a miss. Great record. Check it out. This will be next. I'm going to put this on next. But picked up this Call the Police record. It's been on my list for a long time. This is another project with Todd Burdett from Tragedy in it. But it's good stuff. It's more like straightforward hardcore. Let's put it on. You can hear it for yourself. But I'm going to go put this on real quick. All right. I'm back. Yeah, some good stuff here. Here we go. Here's Call the Police. Boop. Back there. There it is. Call the police. Check them out. If you like them, this record's pretty cheap. Anywhere you find it, you can find the CD for real cheap. Some early 2000s DBD stuff. I honestly did not remember what this sounded like at all. I just knew Todd Burdett was in it, so I picked it up, but I think it's pretty freaking good. Next up, sorry, I'm peeling a sticker off of this damn thing. Well, I didn't do a good job, but that's alright. Chain Whip, Two-Step Hell. Love Chain Whip. Really meat and potatoes, like fast, kind of 80s style hardcore, punk, whatever. Great stuff though. I love me some Chain Whip. This is on a nice, best label. The Chain Ogros is like the best symbol. Pretty sick. But yeah, nice yellow record, bright yellow. Doesn't look as bright in the camera as it really is. But one of my favorite, more modern hardcore bands out there right now. This was a pickup from Celebrated Summer, from their used New Arrivals, and their used New Arrivals are $10. So I was like, yeah, it's cheap and pretty good. I like this a lot. This is really cool. Anyway, pretty sick. Sick hardcore punk. Hardcore punk. Hardcore and punk. That's this whole video, all punk stuff. Let's see. Another one. Pick this up. Also from Celebrated Summer. Paranoids, Outraising Hell. This is their a lot more. There's a lot of Motorhead in this one. They do a couple styles blended, and most of their records picks one of them and goes with it. This one is the follow-up to Heavy Metal Fuck Up. So this is the follow-up to that one. And this one leans a little... That one was pretty metallic, had some speed metal in it, some Motorhead, some very noisy, crusty stuff. This has the noisy, crusty stuff, a lot of Motorhead, and a lot of like 80s metal riffs going throughout it. Really good. Cool record. I love this cover. This one I wasn't super into when I first heard it, and then the more I listened to it, the more I dug it. They write everything in Japanese, which is interesting, and they're Swedish, aping Japanese style metallic punk stuff. This is great. It's a great record, great cover. There's the labels. This has also been re-released on Sorry State. This is the D-Tech Raw Punk, and what is it, Contact? And the Katon Crusher issue of it. So this is an earlier issue of it, not the... Yeah, Kanton Crasher, sorry for the mix-up there. That record label puts out a lot of really good stuff. But very cool record. You should definitely check them out if you've never heard Paranoid. They're excellent. Oh. I bought this with the Funeral 7-inch. I bought the Funeral LP as well. I haven't listened to this one yet, so I don't know I know what it's gonna sound like, but I don't know exactly what this LP sounds like. But gonna be noisy, crusty, D-beat stuff, because that's what this project was. It was their noisy, and everything that group of people does is great. Last but not least, Assfort. Picked up this Assfort record, Assfort LP. Assfort's another Japanese hardcore band. They play fast, kind of thrashy. They're similar to that Reality Crisis record that I showed you, but a little different, a little more like rock and roll licks going on throughout this one. But this is a great record. And I found it on Discogs for cheap, so I was like, yeah, nice. This is another one. Assfort is kind of like it's like an kind of unknown gem unless you're into Japanese hardcore. But if you're just like loosely into Japanese hardcore stuff, like they get overlooked a lot, and I think they're a very good band. They hang up there with the best of them in my opinion. But anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I picked up, this is like 3 months worth of punk stuff that I've picked up over the last month or so, and everything seems to be getting in those genres, punk and even metal, like the prices seem to be like staggering down a bit. It's not just like people were going crazy with prices for a little bit right after the pandemic, but and during the pandemic, but it seems to be chilling out a bit, and we need to start looking out for each other, because the way the world is, we just need to be better to each other. So anyway, cheers everybody. I hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and I'm gonna try and start doing videos once a week again. I know I've got at least 2 more vinyl finds that I'm gonna do either during this week or Friday. I'll try and hop on and do one, but keep an eye out. I'm still around. I didn't go anywhere. I just took a little break. But anyway, cheers everybody. Hope you have a good weekend.